Greetings, programs, and welcome back to ArcNeo Reviews. So, today we are going to take a look at Transformers Robots in Disguise Strongarm. And, first off, let's just say, Robots in Disguise was a weird line. Because they were so focused on all their gimmick characters and, gimmick figures that it was actually very rare to get just a normal Transformer like this. And so many characters just did not get standard figures. So I'm actually really glad that she did. So, as you can see, she is a big old police truck. Quite a shift for most fembots, actually. She's not, a motorcycle or something. They just went the complete opposite end of the spectrum, and they're like, nah, pickup truck. So, she's apparently a country girl. I haven't actually seen the show at all, but I still think it's cool just, doing something different for once. And, as you can see, underside, just visible everything. Even a little bit of weapon storage down here, which is nice. Take a quick look at the gun. I do really like this gun, actually. It's got, ports on either side or down here, so, a lot of places you can, store it or use it while she's in robot mode. And, sort of the precursor for all the effects parts that the Siege figures have, with this molded in blue Energon blast, I guess. It's Transformers. I'm probably gonna be right if I call the Energy Blast Energon. So, if you don't want it down there, you can obviously, plug it in right here in the middle of the light bar. As you do. But, and, so yeah, one thing I'd say, actually, her transformation's quite a bit more interesting than you'd expect, just looking at it. Because, just robot under a truck, but getting the robot out is a little bit interesting. So, first you're going to come up here and split the grill apart, rotate it down. Going to just kind of keep folding until things go, and then obviously you'll close these up to just make her forearms. There we go. Come down here, just kind of wiggle the legs out to get them detached, and then eventually here these doors will actually, there we go, unpeg, so you can bring them out, flip them up, get them as out of the way as they get. Go ahead and flip up her chest piece. Go ahead and rotate the legs around. And then flip out the feet. So, while it's not the most, in-depth transformation, despite me, forgetting how it worked for a moment, it's still a little bit more involved than you would expect. So, and, as you can see, quite a bit of, backpack kibble here. You can either, kind of keep it closed up like that, or, open them up a little bit, though the shoulders will get in the way. I wish the backpack was handled a little more, if these could at least, fold flat or something, but they don't. But, not a bad figure. Her face is a little weird looking, I'm not gonna lie. While I haven't watched the show, I have seen the character model in the show. It did look better than this. All these figures actually, I guess there was an app when these were coming out, and so you would scan these weird code symbols around their sigils or whatever, insignias, to unlock stuff in the game. As for articulation, shoulders on a ball joint, so you've got, in and out, and the ball joint itself is actually on a hinge there, so You can get her arm to go all the way out. You can shift it up and down as you want. If you're careful on your angling, it will spin all the way around. There's actually 2 joints you can use for the arm, elbow-ish articulation. So you can give her a full elbow rotation, but it basically just untransforms her arm. And as you see, these don't like to stay pegged in. They will just, any chance they get, fall back out. It's a little bit just me fat fingering the figure tonight because it's late. But, part of that is also just these do not stay tabbed whatsoever. Head is on a ball joint, so she's actually got, up and down, full rotation, actually a pretty decent range of motion on a head for once. You do have a waist rotation. Thighs are on ball joints, so they go out all the way, forward, all the way, back, all the way if you get the backpack out of the way again. Rotation just underneath. Little bit over 90 degrees at the knee. And then tiny bit of foot articulation if you need. Obviously you can fold them like way back from the transformation, but they do still fold forward a little bit. So overall, while this whole line was just kind of weird and awkward in my opinion, she does come off as being one of the better figures. Oh crap, I just realized I missed a complete step here. Before you close the chest, these actually, the shoulders are connected and they rotate up. So, yeah, rotate those forward and, yeah, now she's got a little bit more arm clearance. I always forget that step. That's the one thing that bummed me out with these figures, this whole line. The instructions were on the back of their cards, and half the time, since I bought these like really late from discount shops, some guy who thought it was a good idea to put the sale sticker there had already covered up the directions with a sticker on the back. Why? But anyway, as you would expect, she can hold her gun, run around and, blast the Decepticons as you do, Not much to say about it. It's a pretty simple figure, but the very idea behind it is still quite a bit different, just because, again, they did a fembot as something that's not just, weird little trying to be sexy motorcycle thing. It's like, it's a robot. She can still look like a robot. And I appreciate that. So, despite the jankiness of this video, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.